Now guys, the time has finally come. Welcome to the very last episode of my playthrough. Okay, now I just gotta figure out how to speak English again. Very last episode of my playthrough on Bioshock. I really appreciate you watching this video. Let us go ahead and finish the fucker. The fucker that they like to call Frank Fontaine, formerly known as Atlas, and what have you. Now, before we get into this, we do have a lot of management to do. I do want to enter the fight with as much ammo equipped as possible. So we'll reload every single weapon that we have with the best ammo that we have. I'm not entirely certain if he's necessarily extra vulnerable against anti-personnel. I mean, it would make sense, but you'll see in a second that he's not necessarily who you might think, or he doesn't look like what you might think that he's gonna look like, because he'd mentioned already at the very end of that last episode he's been splicing a whole lot. But then again, I do not want to spoil too much right here. I think I'm actually gonna, switch to anti-personnel, at least when it comes to the machine gun. And that should basically then do it for this. Maybe electric buck? No, not even. Too few of that. But yeah, this, guys, is probably then gonna be it. This very much looks like it's gonna be it. Let's just make sure that I haven't forgotten anything. Still very much mourning the fact that that I lost that one little sister in that last episode. I think that might prevent me from getting the really good ending, but we should still have like a decent ending, I think. There's like multiple ones. If I were to guess, there's 3. And we'll hopefully see one of those very soon right here. This is gonna be the last fight off the game, and keep in mind all the shit that we went through in order to reach this point. Him betraying the crap out of us.
Put you in that sub. You were no more than 2. You were my ace in the hole, but you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business.
Alright, already caught a little glimpse of it right there. Let's enter this and see how this goes. I haven't done this in so long, and it looks more impressive than I remembered it being. But yeah, that, my friends, is Fontaine right there.
Go now! Hit him with the needle!
And we'll now have to drain his atom using the needle that the little sister gave us. And in between those instances, we now have to fight him. So let's try our best to not die here. Instead, beat him. Well, I think that goes without saying, doesn't it? I'm not entirely certain if we actually have to. Oh well, I would like the steel tip totally hit us there. Not entirely certain if we have to now basically deplete that life bar of his, and then, oh god, and then are able to, or if that's like an overarching one. But just by how fast it is actually depleting, it seems like we're gonna get to drain his atom once he's done with that life bar. Now, where did you go? Steel tip boat is really working very well for us. I mean, it's kind of hard to aim it. And now he's back here, and we have to drain the atom again. Put that needle in there. Get more atom off the fucker, and we're now swimming in atom, it seems. He has unfortunately spawned a bunch of security bots on us. And it might be a good idea to grab one of those eventually. I mean, right now they're not causing too much harm right here. And I'm just gonna continue with my circle strafing, bolt firing strategy right here. And that should allow us to get him down fairly soon. Maybe once he's over in his little yeah, I don't know what we call that. I'm just gonna buy it. Oh, that was very, very cheap. Okay, drain the atom once again, and now we should be entering his final phase. We do have a little bot with us, and he's now electrocuted. First phase was obviously fire, then ice, and now we don't not only have to fight him in an electrocuted form, but also a bunch of splicers, which isn't really the most exciting thing right here. I'm just gonna try to take care of you as soon as I can. Where did he go, though? I've totally lost track of him. Oh, there he is. Well, now, eat more and more and more and more rounds. You're coming very, very close to an end here. Just use our shotgun. One more reload should do the trick. Now he's teleporting back to his thing, and let's fucking put it in there. And Fontaine, you are done for.
I had you built. I sent you topside. I called you back, showed you what you was capable of. Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up, and I tattooed inside your head. Now, if you don't call that family, I don't know what is.
And now what? Now what? Now you're gonna get horribly murdered by little sisters. The things that you abused. Go suck it, Fontaine. Or should I say Atlas? Ha ha ha. What a douchebag. What a douchebag indeed. Guys, we did it. We totally wrecked his ass. And now let's watch the ending cutscene right here.
They offered you this city.
And listen to Tenenbaum, that does not have a German accent, by the way. In case you didn't notice, because I fucking did.
And you refused it. And what did you do instead? What I've come to expect of you. You saved them. You gave them the one thing that was stolen from them. A chance. A chance to learn. To find love. To live. And in the end, what was your reward? You never said. But I think I know. A family.
Alright guys, that does it for my playthrough on Bioshock. I hope you enjoyed the ending. I really like the cutscene that they show you, how it then like progresses through the life of the little sisters that you saved. Guys, I hope that everybody enjoyed this playthrough. I hope you really enjoyed my commentary and also the game, because Bioshock, once again, I do want to stress this, is one of my favorite games, at least so far. I don't want to say of my life, because that would also mean in the near future, but yeah, Bioshock is just a very great game. I love it. I love everything that they do with it. I don't want to watch this cutscene really. I'm just gonna skip it, I think, and now try to talk over the menu screen instead. But yeah, I really love how they treat story in this game. Also the just crazy amount of options that you have when it comes to the gameplay, so how you approach things and what weapon you use, what kind of ammunition you use on that weapon, if you shock the guy first, if you throw something of the environment at him. Bioshock is really I mean, while it still has its flaws, don't get me wrong, is a very, very enjoyable game. I love the world. Rapture is one of my favorite settings of all time. I think I can say that one. And once again, let me skip that. That is really unfortunate. I thought we'd get like credits here, but it doesn't seem like we are since I've beaten the game before. But guys, I don't want to stretch it for too long. Once again, thank you so much for watching this. I know this was kind of a short episode, but it was only the last fight, the last thing that we had to do. Keep in mind all the stuff that we had to do in order to get to Fontaine and kill him. How he played around with us, saying that he was actually... Oh, I guess I could trigger the credits here. We're not going to watch all of them, but yeah, just all the stuff that he did to us. How he made a fool of us, saying he was actually... or he was Atlas, and how he wanted us to save his family. And then later on, the part with Andrew Ryan, how we are actually his child, and were designed to be a slave, basically. We had somewhat of a, I think the word that Frank Fontaine used at the very end of the fight right there was a tattoo in our brains. A tattoo that basically allowed them to take control of us, make us crash here in Rapture, and also follow their commands every time that Atlas would say, would you kindly, we had to follow along. And that is kind of like a nice twist on the whole game design thing, isn't it? Like, I always find that really funny, because in games you always, the stuff that you have to do, at least for the most part I think, you have to follow the lead of what the game wants you to do, and this is kind of like a take on that. Yeah, that is like my last few thoughts on the game. Once again, I've said this so many times now. I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you enjoyed my playthrough. I will now probably let the credits run. So if you want to pay tribute to all the guys that worked on this game, all the guys that put so much effort into the game, please do so. Yeah, guys, I will see you for my very next Let's Play. I haven't quite decided yet what it's gonna be. As always, you can leave suggestions down in the comments. Make also sure to check out my other series that I have going on right now. For example, Return to Lordran, my Dark Souls PvP/PvE series, and also the multiplayer episodes of The Last of Us, the Factions multiplayer, in which, yeah, some episodes are actually with Casimiris and also Carol, a good friend of mine, so make sure to check those out. Those are also pretty interesting. And with that, I'm going to leave you now. That was quite something, guys. That was quite something. It was great playing this game again. Goodbye.